evening, Sneeple. My name is Gabe. Today is Monday, which means it's Market Monday. Going over this week's last news, there's been a few major events that has happened. Number one, we got to see what Vincent as well as the new Young Prism and what they do. That was showcased and released during Calling Singapore. Calling Singapore did happen, which we know callings are big events and they have the tides to move a market. Given it was not as impactful just because the meta has been already established, as well as we're going into a new meta, especially with Dusk Till Dawn coming out and Oldham leaving the format. With the market being so slow at this moment, waiting for the new spoiler season, waiting for the new meta, there's a lot of cards which has drifted pretty low and they might be a decent pickup for the price point. If you don't already have them in your collection, we'll be going over those as well as the cards that have moved this week, but let's get right into it. Alright, as we know, we always start off in Welcome to Rathe. The first card we're seeing here that went the highest in Welcome to Rathe, 22.5% for Bonehead Barrier. It's a super rare, not a whole lot going on with this card. I mean, like, why would I be talking about this? Trust me. Originally, I was not going to cover this card, but then I saw a few other things going on. I was like, well, gotta include our Bonehead Barrier. We'll just be honest. Most of the reason this card's in the list is because I love the art. Toma Findel is trending downwards. After we saw that Eloquence token, it did spike up pretty high. People were pretty excited, like, yeah, this is going to be the card to combo with it. It still might be. This was sitting around a $12 card. Now you can get it for around $8.33. That's about a 30% decrease. Arcane Rising, we're looking at Grasp for the Arcanite. This is a card that did not spike in value at this moment. It has in the past, as we know. And currently, you can pick up a copy of this card for around $84, $85, which I think is a great pickup at this price if you don't own one already. So I remember back in the day, these were about $120, $130, $140 all day long. Looking over at the graph right here, literally like even high spikes over here for the one. Where are we looking? We're looking at like 175. Give it, this was like a year and some change ago. Then they dropped down to 130s, 120s, 100s, all the way back down to the 80s and 60s. You can see where this kind of was dropping. And then we did have that spike not too long ago, about a couple weeks ago, where it did get up about the 140 mark. And then it's cruising right back down. One of the reasons I think this card has potential is we do have Rune Blades coming back with Vincent. And this is a beautiful piece of equipment for the arms. You get a block, and then you get a block again. You can always make the rune chants. This might not be the staple for Vincent for the arms, but there's potential. Tales of Aria also has some really cheap legendaries right now. First one, Crown of Seeds. You're able to pick up a rainbow foil of this copy for around $49, $50. We can see this card going down due to Oldham did Living Legend, and he was the main character who would play this card. And currently the only other legal CC hero that runs Crown of Seeds is going to be Briar. And she's never been a hero that utilized this card to the full potential like Oldham did. But I would imagine down the line, future sets, we will probably see Earth again, or we'll see some way for Crown of Seeds to be used because LSS isn't just going to abandon their legendaries. So I'm sure this card will see play again in the long-term future. This could continue to drift downwards, and if it drifts even lower, definitely it's worth a pickup because we remember how expensive this card used to be. Rampart of the Ram's Head, same song and dance. Oldham loved this card. Oldham no longer loves this card nearly as much because Oldham's not playing it because Oldham's not playing. Under $50, it will see play again in the future, especially since Oldham did LL. We will be seeing a Guardian return. We don't know how many sets down the line that'll take, but when the other Guardian comes, it might be defensive, it might be needing the shield, this could be it. Maybe even Blitz picks up as a format, and some of the Guardians in the Blitz meta might start picking up shields and blocking with them as well. So, with this card drifting lower and lower, I'd say keep your eye on it, and if it hits a price point that you could easily afford, and you need it for your collection because you don't own one and you like playing Guardians, not a bad pickup. Channel Lake Frigid is another one that has dropped in value. Currently though, it is cooking up a little from the really low that it got to. There was a small window where you're able to pick up copies for around $5 to $6. Now they're back up to $7 to $8. We can see the price dropping because Oldham loved this card, but you can't forget Icelander is a hero and it's a hero to be reckoned with. It is still a viable, playable, super strong hero. Eric, the guy that we all know and love, just won an RTN with it. We made that deck tech video. Go check it out. Link is going to be up in one of those corners, as it always is. So, Channel Lake Frigid, still a powerhouse of a card, just not as many uses for it once was, but for a $7 Majestic that powerful, not a bad price. Everfest cooking away. We see Swarming Gloomveil going up 17.8%. This went from around the $21 all the way up to $24.78. Same song and dance, Runeblade, it's going to be cooking. Vincent's excited for this card. We've been seeing this card move for the last forever. Another one in Everfest is going to be Swing Big. It went up 11% from $11.25 up to $12.50. Not that big of a price point, but it's another Brute card that we see is moving. Brutes might have some things going on. Maybe people are anticipating some Shadow Brute coming back into the works. Probably not. But you could see Levia maybe getting a little bit more support due to there is going to be Shadow cards in this set. So maybe Levia gets a bump, and people that want to play Shadow Brute Levia might pick up some Brute cards that they think have potential in the new Levia shut. Stalagmite Bastion of Isenloft, cheapest one on the market for around $30. Give it its Ice Guardian. Currently the Ice Guardian is no more. This card could see play in future Living Legend formats, as well as if LSS brings back another Ice Guardian, which there's potential. You never know. This game's growing and growing, and who knows how many years to come, what kind of heroes we'll see, and what kind of abilities they'll have. Dynasty, baby. Buckle's moving yet again. 131% from this last week. Last week we were clocking in around 410. The highest spike that it went up to is 950. I just looked, a few more copies did hit the market, bringing it around $6, $7. But that card did spike again. People are in the Buckle mindset. They love this card. We see Deadeye going up 19%. This was around $6.89, up to $8.20. When Azalea started breaking around again in the meta a few months back, this card did spike high, and then it started drifting lower and lower when Azalea wasn't putting up the numbers that everyone thought she would, and Oldhim was kind of blocking her away. But now with Oldhim gone, Azalea can cruise through just a little better. So people are picking this card back up, thinking Azalea's time might be close to shining. Skullcrack up 13.3%. This was a $3 card. Now it's about a $3.40 card. Yeah, not big of a difference, but it's another Brute card. So what I'm thinking, we've seen all these Brute cards going up in each different set, not by a lot, but by a little, which means they're moving. People are probably thinking Levia might gain some more support and might have a breakout role in this upcoming set with all the new Shadow pieces. That could be true, that could be wrong, I really don't know. All I know is I love Brute, I love Levia, so I'm hopeful that these cards actually see some good play in the future. This has been the Market Monday. Thank you so much for watching. If there's some cards that I missed, neglected, or did not bring up, comment it down below so we can all be informed. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.